Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. This is the Big Girl Diary. I'm going to try hard not to make this a tearjerker, but I would like um, to add on to a video that I did last year and some months ago. And it's regarding the title here, Love Has No Color, It Happens Every Day. And I'm a testament to that. I am. And it goes back to when I grew up. Stick with me because some of you really need to hear this and understand it because there are some people on the extremes that their voices are loud or louder than the ones that are in the middle. Now, you can have your white power, you can have your black power, fine. I would like to have the we power. And just so that those of you on the opposite ends, you really need to take a listen because it's going to take all of us to make it through what's coming. And if you think by being an isolationist is going to get you through it, um, I got another thing to say to you. It's not. It is not. All of us are needed because a lot is happening. And I want you to get a better understanding what other people experience. So when you spout off what you spout off, keep this in mind. Okay? All right. Oh man. I'm the youngest of five. And let me see if I can picture my mom. My mom, you can't do nothing but love her. That's all you can do. She's one of those people you just gotta love. That's my mom and my older sister. My mom is 81 now. And by her being an ultra super duper liberal, um, and I'll leave it right there. Now, my friends are the Rainbow Coalition. And I don't consider them my friends, I consider them family. And those people who know me, I would tell you, water is thicker than blood all day, every day. Because sometimes you can't pick your family, but you can pick your friends to be your family. And I'll leave it right there. Like I said, Rainbow Coalition. Um, a lot of us, where I grew up at on Elm Street, yes, Nightmare on Elm Street, but no. I have friends, white, black, you name it, it makes the rainbow. And when they talk about the Rainbow Coalition, they're talking about people like me that have friends from all over the place. But please stick with me. I'm going someplace with this. Just stick with me. Now, when I grew up, my father, as I said last year, was absent, an absent father. He had his reasons, and my father passed about 3 years ago. And I didn't think I would feel anything because it's kind of hard to feel something for someone that wasn't present in your life, but not true. Not true. But this guy was in my life and married, and I gravitated towards people or my friends that grew up with both parents in a household. I gravitated towards that because I was able to witness and see what a family structure is. So when I got married, I emulated that. I emulated what I saw. It wasn't in my household. However, I did see it. So those of you who say, um, I didn't have a father in the house, that's why I did this, cat, cat, again, cat. You seen it. You seen what stability looks like. You didn't gravitate towards it in order to learn. So that I call cap. And I'll call cap all day, every day. All right. Now, I have permission. I didn't show him because I didn't have permission and I wanted to respect his privacy because I'm in the public all over. He's not. But however, he said okay. And his daughters, which are my sisters, I'm going to get to them one at a time. And a lot of my other friends one at a time. And you're going to see what makes me me. Because sometimes I have some, I'm silly. And that's just me naturally. But let me get to this. Pat. Pat or Placido. He's Italian. And he is one of those traditional conservative men. And he goes according to what is fair. His wife never worked. Sandy never worked a day in her life. Well, no, she worked when she wanted to have extra pocket change. And the two of them, oh my goodness, were hysterical. You didn't mess with Sandy during soap opera time. Nope. She had a skillet, a cast iron skillet, and knew how to use it. So we knew when to scatter. And being around my friends, they look, Bonnie, Belinda, Brenda, and Bernice. What you had was priceless that a lot of people would eliminate for, like me. But I'm grateful that you shared your mother and your father with me. Namely, your father, your mom. I still have not been able to find M&M cookies. Oh my goodness, her recipes. She made some of the best M&M cookies. Look, 7-Eleven, you can't match it. You just can't. Sandy's M&M cookies, you can't match. Just stop. Take it off. Okay, let me stop. But here's Pat. When I went back home, um, this is the guy that talked to me when I needed talking to, that gave me direction when I was directionless. And there was another family, the Dennis family, that had my friends had stability as well. Now, when I say stability, some people might say, well, you don't know. No, 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 no. To me, stability is when you have parents that stick it out and find a way to work it out and to keep the family together. That's stability. I never knew that, but I did see it and I did emulate it. Now, this is Pat. I recently saw him and I came to town and surprised him. And he was really shocked. And he did not have to guide my brother and I. He didn't. He didn't have to. But he took an interest in us and I cannot thank him for that. And I cannot thank my sisters for inviting us in and making us a part of the pack. Because they were Pat and Sandy were amazing. The things that they allowed us to do. And we used to go outside and the kids, we used to go out and perform grease and they used to let us stand on their bench, their bench, and we would sit there and sing, "We are together, let's shout it out." Yeah, okay. Yeah. We did that. And the parents would come around and watch us, and no matter how bad we sound, Pat and Sandy, go ahead. But thank you. But I got a blackmail picture of you, Pat. I took when I was 18. You don't remember this, but you will. Pat has this funny, quirky personality. He is one of these amazing people that he always told dad jokes. Dad jokes. And let me show you. Let me show you. Here. Now, this was back in the 80s. And yeah, I know the picture's bad. I had a camera. It was called a 110. If you look back at it, technology has changed, right? So I'm taking a picture, and he was bite his sandwich, and he held the sandwich, and I'm like, is he gonna stop? And I think Belinda said, "Hey, take the picture. Get him, Laura, get him." Took the picture. Still got it, Pat. But he was one of those types of people that would guide you, and I want to thank you. I have learned a lot of valuable lessons, life lessons that I can attribute to you. Excuse me. So this is what I want to show you that brings on a video today. Fair use. Oh, please don't strike. Don't give me a strike on the music. Please don't. Please. Please don't. I beg you. I beg you. Fair use, and please allow the music. Please don't strike me. Please don't. This guy right here, the song tells it all. The song is very touching. And just look at this man. Because color doesn't matter. Love is love. And this little girl may not be his child, but he loves her just the same, just as Pat loved my brother and I just the same. Pat never had a boy, but he was so happy that my brother came along. Mm. And when my brother passed, Pat lost a child, lost a son, even though he wasn't his biologically. But just watch. Whew. Mm. Sorry. That was Pat Simonetta to me. And when you have cruel people who have something to say, when someone, a different color, a different race, shows interest to see a child or children that are lost, and you're not doing nothing at all to help the situation, but when someone takes an interest to help, then you got something to say. That's shameful and dreadful on so many different levels. Leave it right there. But There are a lot of people out there like that, but because of the division, sometimes they're too afraid because they don't want to be considered a white supremacist or a black supremacist or whatever it is. And the two extremities cause a lot of issues. Now, if that's how you feel, then how comes you're not in here adopting these children? Yeah. If that's how you feel, how comes you're not doing more to help a community when you see it's broken? It's easy for you to criticize, but it's very difficult to get in there and to help out. But to sit there and to not shun, but to have something negative to say, oh, well, that white guy had no business being with that black little child. Really? Or or that black guy had no business being with that white child. Really? And let's take it a step further, because my ex-husband's a Latino. That Latino guy has nothing to do with or that black woman shouldn't be around. Kill the noise. Just to stop the noise. It's ridiculous. Because of Pat, my brother and I benefited greatly. And love is love. Love has no color. It doesn't. And for you to place color on an emotion is ugly. And I'll leave it right there. That Pat Simonetta, thank you. Because I am who I am today. And part of it is because of you. I want to thank you. Your time and energy did not go to waste. It didn't. And a lot of the lessons that I learned from watching you. And my sisters, thank you. Because you even though that we were friends, but we were more than friends. We're sisters. And to the Dennis family. Man, oh man, thank you. Because Sissy and Cheryl, you didn't have to. Sissy and I, all of us hung out together. And we all, like, I would run to my house and get a big bottle of water after when we all played football, whatever it was, kickball. It was all of us. It was the Elm Street gang, if that's what you want to call us. But we were all we had. And we all drank out of the same water bottle. And that is something that the two extremities can never take away. So you can take your hate and you can keep it with yourself. On that note, sorry, I tried not to be emotional. If you tell anybody, I'm going to deny it. Tell me, what do you think? What are your experiences? Thank you. And thank you for stopping by.